Day 2, it is again 10 to 8, pretty much the exact same time as yesterday, which is just shows how good my routine is in the morning. So let's just jump into it. Got my box. Let's find number 2. It would be in the last one, wouldn't it? Number 2, here we go. Let's see what we've got for today. Before I have a look, I got feedback from a friend who also has the Christmas Advent calendar from Pact. He said that the grind yesterday, it actually worked well in an AeroPress. So if it's the same grind, it looks like I'm going to be doing AeroPress from now on. But we'll have a look. So I've got a Villa Rubiella today. Let's see. Hints of dark chocolate, which means that it's going to be like a dark grind, which probably works better in an AeroPress anyway. Grown by Fernando Vargas Lopez. Origin is Julia in Colombia. I'm pretty sure I haven't had this coffee before. I haven't had many Colombias. I recently had one from, I think it was the Barn. I think I got their Ethiopian. The Barn Roasters in Berlin, and that was really good. I haven't had many Colombians though. Varietal is Cachorra, Castillo, Colombia, and Tabby. So 4 varietals, so it's very crossbred. So a Colombian dark horse. Fernando Vargas Lopez learned everything he knows about growing coffee from his grandfather. He always believed his beans were good, but it wasn't until 2013 when he was a wildcard finalist at the Cup of Excellence competition. That's cool. It wasn't until 2013 when he was a wildcard finalist, blah blah, that the specialty coffee industry finally took notice of Villa Rubiella coffee. So I wonder if this is one of their micro lot ones, because it looks very. It sounds like he's won the Cup of Excellence competition. I'm not completely sure what that is, but it sounds prestigious. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm really interested to try this. We'll give it an open, and let me just. There's the picture for today, number 2. So let's give this an open and see what the grind size is like and what it smells like. Okay, so in the light, yeah, the grind size definitely looks the same as yesterday. I do wonder. I've got a pretty bad espresso machine, but I do wonder what this would be like in an espresso. Smells dark. Smells darker than normal. I don't know, because I haven't got the whole bean, so I can't actually tell, but it smells darker. It smells sweeter than yesterday's. Like caramel. Yeah, so I'll go make this in an AeroPress, and I will get back to you in a little bit of time to go through what it tastes like. Okay, so I'm back and I've got my coffee made in an AeroPress, and when I was making it, the crema during the brew was quite a lot paler than I was expecting for a dark coffee, for a dark roast, and so I'm definitely curious as to what this roast profile was, because dark chocolate, from what it says hints of dark chocolate, and from my past experience, dark chocolate doesn't really come out as much in lighter roast profiles, so maybe this is a medium, but it definitely looked pale, but that could be because of freshness. So I guess there's only one way to find out what it's like, and that's to try it. So first off the nose, as always. So yeah, this is a lot. It's a definitely darker nose as well. So you've got that dark nose and the caramel sweetness in the nose as well. There's a little bit of like almond there, so I'm wondering if this is going to be quite a nutty flavour. Nuts and chocolate often complement each other in coffee, so you often get similar coffees with that. So let's give it a taste. Oh, that's really nice. That's good. Now, I'm not normally a fan of chocolates flavours. I'm not normally a fan of chocolate notes, nut notes. I prefer the fruity or floral notes. I'm not normally a fan of darker roasts, and I'm not normally a fan of AeroPress. Well, comparatively, obviously, it's still coffee, it's still amazing. But comparatively, not normally a fan. But my god, that is a nice cut. So it's not bitter at all. Like, I was quite expecting it's still a finer grind than I would normally use for an AeroPress. So I was still expecting some bitterness, but it's really not bitter. There's that sweet, like, caramel notes. I'd probably put that first rather than dark chocolate. I'm definitely getting the sweetness of the caramel before the dark chocolate. But the dark chocolate's still there, but it's not a bitter dark chocolate. You can tell that's like a good flavour because you get the darkness of the cocoa. Like, it's not undermined by any sweetness or any of the bitterness. What else can I get? There's caramel there. It's got sweetness like caramel, definitely. That's the big thing that's hitting me. I'm trying to pinpoint. There's an undertone that's really subtle, but it lingers, and I'm trying to pinpoint what it is. Surprisingly, I'm not actually getting any nuts. There was quite a nutty nose, but I'm not getting any nut notes. I think the undertone is vanilla. I think there's a slight undertone of vanilla. Yeah, I think vanilla. So, overall, this coffee, we've got... I'm really confused by the roast profile. It must be a medium, because, like, the crema was too light. It's got a dark nose, a dark... What am I talking about? It must be a medium roast profile, it has to be, because it's too light crema, too light flavour, really, to be a dark. It's got a nutty, chocolatey nose with sweet caramel, and the notes oh my god, I can't function this morning. The notes in the coffee are caramel at the forefront, definitely, followed by dark chocolate and an undertone of vanilla. That's definitely how I'd sum this coffee up, and it is really good. I need to start getting into Colombian coffee more, because the last two I've had have been really good. I'm really impressed by this. And the temperature, I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but I've nailed the temperature perfect. This brew went really well, actually. So, Villa Rubiella from Pact, number 2 on the advent calendar. Much better improvement than yesterday. I was slightly disappointed after yesterday's, but I'm happy now. I'm really looking forward to the rest of the calendar. So I hope you are as well, and I hope you stay with me for this coffee journey. For God's sake, journey. I hate it when people call it journeys, but it's just part of making a video, isn't it? So I hope you stick with me through this month.